Houston User Group Present. And I want to thank our sponsors at the Opensolaris Group. They provided us with some nice t-shirts, a CD with the latest version, a booklet to go with it, and excellent hats here. So thank you. We appreciate it.
And magnets.
And magnets, yes. And there's actually also part of the package was Opensolaris Bible here. Guess we'll raffle that off later. And again, so in this meeting I would like to everybody just to quickly introduce themselves. I'm Mark Blummer. I'm the president of the Opensolaris Group.
I'm Paul Lisowski, currently working for Technologent as a pre-sale systems engineer.
I'm Tom Skrull. I'm with KT6, and we're always happy to find new clients.
I'm Eric Sisson. I'm with the University of Texas MD Anderson Cancer Center. Doing computing of all kinds.
I'm Jason Kay. I work at Swift Energy.
I'm Ando Ibarra. I'm between jobs.
And I'm Travis Jensen. I'm an enterprise architect for Sun Microsystems here in Houston.
So, take it away.
Oh, okay. Art called me or let me know last week that we needed a presentation for this week, so I thought about a couple of different topics. We, of course, can go off track if we need to, any questions, anything else like that, but one of the things that I've been looking into here recently that you don't hear much people talking about is actually the automated installer for Opensolaris. So I thought I'd do a little short, quick presentation on that. I don't have too many slides, but depending on the discussion, depends on how long we'll end up going. So, first off, going back to Solaris 10, there were basically three things, the last one being arguable, that you almost were required to know when you transitioned from Solaris 8 or 9 over to Solaris 10. And that was the SMF, Service Management Facility, Fault Management Architecture, and the lease privileges, some of the privileges and roles and things like that. That one's the one that might be arguable. But in getting into Solaris 10, the two items that you had to learn, you didn't have to learn about zones, you didn't have to learn about ZFS, dtrace, some of the other great features that are in Solaris 10, but you did absolutely have to learn about SMF and FMA. So taking that over to looking at what's coming in Solaris next, you look at Opensolaris today, what are the things that we're going to have to learn when we start looking at the next production release of Solaris? Well, we've heard about the image packaging system. This is the new way to deliver patches, packages, etc. This is the update interface where you can go out and you can basically select the different patches, download them from one of the repositories, and install them. ZFS is root. It will be required. So anybody who didn't do much with ZFS before, now they're going to have to because ZFS root will be the norm. Roles. For example, in Opensolaris today, you install it, most of us know that the root user doesn't really exist. It only exists as a role. You have to go in there and manually configure it to be a real user again. Those are the three ones that most people are talking about that are most obvious. The one that most people don't normally talk about is the automated installer. So any of us who have worked with a number of Solaris systems, we've all done some sort of jump start in the past or something like that in the past. Well, jump start's going to start going away. Automated installer will replace the jump start. It's also going to replace how you do a local install as well. So let's get into a little bit about what exactly is the automated installer. Automated installer is part of a broader project called Cayman, Solaris Installation Revisited. Underneath Cayman, there is a number of different projects. These are automated installer, it's a new installer interface that you see when you install Opensolaris today, the quick GUI that you click through. It's the distro constructor, and there's about 2 or 3 other projects that fall underneath Cayman. One of those is the automated installer. It's going to extend Jumpstart capabilities. So when I say we're not going to use Jumpstart anymore, we really won't. But what this is going to do is it's going to take everything that you have and you know about Jumpstart and be able to extend the capabilities capabilities that you have within Jumpstart. They had to do this for integration with the new installer that's in Opensolaris today, and as well as some of the new features that are in Solaris, Opensolaris and Solaris 10. So Jumpstart had no way of integrating with the SMF or FMA or ZFS. Some of the installer capabilities for local installs didn't either. Now that we're going to start integrating ZFS root, now that we're going to have the SMF, we needed to have a new way of distributing network-based automated installs. The other thing is, most of us would probably agree, even Solaris 10 today, the install process is a little bit cumbersome, specifically when you start talking about new users or desktop users. It's been cumbersome, it's been broken, and it's been baling wire and duct tape for a long time. Even some of the developers that work on the code will tell you the same thing. For example, one of the reasons why ZFS, the ability to do ZFS roots came in so late in the process was because of some of the integration and the intricacies with the installer today. So with automated installer, the new install is part of the Cayman project, and the automated installer, we're improving that entire process, and we're simplifying it, making it to where people can easily set up network-based installs very quickly.
Travis, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Was the automated installer part of Opensolaris from the beginning, or is it something new that's coming?
So the first release of the automated installer was actually released in the 2008.11 release. So that answers your question, Paul. It was not part of the original Opensolaris, but it was released later. In the 2008.11, it was actually released as a preview release. So it wasn't a supported release. So that was kind of the preview, the after they've gotten done prototyping, and they introduced it. So that was the first place it went where people could actually start testing it and see what happened. Spark support was added back in January. And then I have 2008, but it's actually 2009.06. I need to correct that. Is the first supported release for AI. The 2009, just as a note, the 2009.06 are not compatible with the 2008.11 bits or with the 2008.11 images, automated installer images.